What's up? This is Jim Dog.
Alright guys, it's Anonymous.
Yes, okay, we're here today to keep our promise from when we're on the road. We're here to talk about, the next movie we saw that day. It's called, Batman, Superman, Public Enemies. I saw when, I dragged her to see it, but
of course. But go ahead.
I like it my way better. Anyway, I already stated I loved it, but we're here to talk about how Anon feels about it. So I'm just gonna ask her a couple of questions. It's not gonna be too long. We're just gonna ask her questions to see how she feels about the movie and basically the characters and all that stuff. Alright, first thing. Well, the obvious thing. How did you feel?
How did I feel?
How did you feel about the concept?
The concept. Overall, the concept, the idea of him being framed was kind of...
Who's framed, you have to say?
Superman was framed.
Okay.
Unoriginal. And the way they did about it was not even so much as a mystery. If they made it more like a mystery type of thing where we find out this and that. But it was straightforward, nothing too dramatic. And that's about it. I mean, the concept. How do I feel about the concept? The concept was unoriginal. So,
well, if you think about it, nothing's original anymore. It's all been done. You just have to find something that's already been done and hope it's a good thing that's been done.
Alright, next.
Anyway, next thing. Fine. Concept's unoriginal. How did you feel about the banter between Batman and Superman together?
I thought it was very cool. Why it was cool? Because two unlikely characters, they both see different things, different analogies on things, and like I said, one's in a relationship, one's not, and they even made a smart little joke on it. Overall, they contrast well. I like the way they work together, and kind of like good friends, which I had no idea that they were friends, if they were. But in here, they clearly are good friends. So. Okay,
so you like their banter and everything. Was there one thing you didn't like when they were together?
One thing I didn't like? Nah, not really. Like I said, Batman is so badass. I love his toys. He always has the best toys.
Some wonderful toys, yes.
good fight scenes, and like I said, they contrast very, very well. So, nothing as far as them two, I had any disliking.
Okay, here's another one. When it came down to it, how did you feel?
How do I feel?
When all the villains, some are not even their villains, got together all just for the sake of money, because of Lex Luthor?
I think that was just an excuse. I think the main thing was they wanted to kick Superman's ass, and he thought that he was vulnerable at that point. But they were obviously misinformed because they got his back at the end, and
Yeah, but when it came down to it, not everyone knew about that, and not most of them were not Superman's own villains. So
it was good to give a little tribute to all the villains in other comics, but the story was just it didn't do anything for me. So I mean, if it had a strong written story like what we saw before, like Batman and the Red Hood, that was a strong story and it had good writing. This one was so generic. It was you couldn't even really enjoy the fact that you saw other villains.
Okay, how did you feel?
How did I feel?
How did you feel about the so-called heroes that were fighting Batman and Superman? Also like the villains, but they're fighting for justice, I guess. Because they believe.
I mean, their powers were okay. I can't really remember the leader, what most of them had, but the Power Girl was useless. All she had was titty juice everywhere. I mean, there was just she did absolutely nothing. That's it.
Well, And why would you say it's titty juice?
Because she had big knockers, and that's all she was there for. To scream and go, no, my child.
But she did.
Oh,
Save
please.
Batman's life by saying that.
Come on. She's useless. She did not show one single power, I think. Was she there? Did she even fight anybody? I don't even think she did. I don't think there was one fight scene that she did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, who?
Remember, she was fighting that the captain. You know, like that red guy.
Oh, please.
Remember, she blew him up. She punched him in the stomach, and they had to contain
And
her.
again, with the boobs all juicing up and down. Who cares? It was just like...
By the way, Power Girl is one of my favorites.
Of course.
Yes, but I wouldn't say obvious reasons, but still. Anyway, next. Okay, how did you feel about Lex Luthor in this movie?
He was cool in the sense of he was, you know, the same old warped, mentally disturbed character. He had a couple of good toys, I guess, because he's now, what should I call him?
He's been that way for a while. He's always been a super genius.
Yeah, but he's also an addict, so I don't know what to call him.
Look at this one. He's basically a yes. He was shooting up kryptonite.
Kryptonite head, so you could call him a crypt head.
Here's one. How did you feel about that kid who made that ship that looks like Superman and Batman mix? Like fusion style.
I thought it was pretty cool. What is he, 12?
Yeah, he's 13.
Oh, 13. Yeah, he's a genius. And everybody knows about him, that he's a genius, and they want to assassinate him?
Even Lex Luthor admits that he's smart, you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's a genius, so who knows what he can do in the future or what he has done already. So, I mean...
Since at this point, we haven't really read the comics or anything, so we don't really know what his real role is.
Yeah, but it was definitely below average.
It was below average. It could have been a lot worse.
Exactly. It just didn't do nothing for me. It really didn't do nothing for me. Like I said, the best part was his interaction with Batman. And some of the fight scenes were awesome. And that's pretty much it.
Well, I mean... There's really much of the story. Just people beating each other up and, you know, finding a mystery we already know the answer to. But
exactly. I mean...
Me personally, I like the movie more than her. But I understand her gripes with it. Well, people... Look. You tell us how you felt about the movie if you feel like it.
I'm sorry. It's just I'm staying quiet because really, it's just like whatever.
Really, we were just doing this because we promised we would. Anyway, well, this is Jim Dog saying I have other things to watch.
Later.